Texas State University is making sure that uneaten food is not wasted food. And as Alicia Mendez tells us in this Bobcat update, table scraps will be used to keep sports fields and garden beds greener.
Bobcat Blend is a composting pilot program that will turn this leftover food into fertilizer for the university. Senior Jason Sanders, founder of the program, says students will not only have access to trash and recycling bins, but also compost bins,
where we will be composting post-consumer waste, student waste, out of LBJ Lair Food Court, and then after it's composted, we'll be reapplying it back onto campus grounds.
Sophomore Oscar Cabrera says he thinks Bobcat Blend is a great idea.
I waste a lot of food. I get it, and sometimes I don't like it, and that's kind of cool that I can, it won't get thrown away.
By the end of this semester, about a dozen waste stations will be introduced to the LBJ Lair Food Court. Bobcat Blend hopes to add these organic recycling bins to every dining hall on campus. For Bobcat Update, I'm Alicia Mendez.
Illegal downloading of music, movies, and other media may seem like a good idea at the time, but in the long run, they can be dangerous and expensive. Francis Rendon has more in this Bobcat Update.
When you use a free downloading website such as LimeWire, you are seriously running the risk of harming your computer by exposing it to viruses and spyware. One of these viruses is called Conficker. It is a computer worm that targets all Microsoft Windows operating systems. Here at Texas State, the Information Technology Assistance Center, or ITAC, is ready to assist. ITAC offers free virus scanning and repairs both PC and Macintosh computers.
Well, the best thing to do is just be safe about when you're using the internet. Internet Explorer, for example, a lot of people use it, but it has a lot of security vulnerabilities. So try and use Firefox, Opera, Safari, other browsers.
Nalepa also says to make sure and create a backup of all your files from your computer before you take it in for repairs.
Also, make sure to have an antivirus software on your machine. All students, faculty, and staff have access to McAfee Antivirus, free from the university.
ITAC rep Kevin Conway says there are steps you can take if your computer becomes infected by a virus.
If you find out you have the virus, I would say bring it in, because we're talking about a particularly tricky virus, one that even the experts are still having troubles with. So if you have it, you're probably not going to be able to get rid of yourself. Bring it into us.
Microsoft is offering a $250,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of the criminals behind the creation and spread of Conficker. For Bobcat Update, I'm Francis Rendon.
It's been a busy time at the LBJ Student Center. Francis Rendon tells us why in this Bobcat Update.
If you passed through the Student Center last week, you may have noticed a person or two sitting near one of the entrances as you walked in. These people were participating in the Student Center traffic count, or clicking for short. The week-long assessment takes place every spring semester for 5 consecutive days and also 1 day in the fall semester. The clicking is done by workers in the Student Center who volunteer for hour-long shifts that range from 7 in the morning until 8 at night. They are conducted at the information desk, next to the bus loop, the Paseo, the Lair Food Court, and the 3rd and 4th floor catwalk areas. Coordinator for Marketing and Promotions in the Student Center, Dusty Vaught, says the clicking helps determine how much staff is needed in specific areas of the Student Center.
One thing that we do is we make sure that we know how many people are entering our building each day. So it's very important as an assessment tool, but we also use it as a community builder so that all of our staff are out in front of our, of our target audience, who are our students.
According to the count, Wednesday is the busiest day for the Student Center. Volunteer Jordan Willett says she saw a lot of traffic in her location.
It's been really busy. Not as busy as last year, but it's good.
Volunteer Catherine Waite says the count seems to be effective.
I think it's effective if they're going to utilize it appropriately. If they're going to use it and make this for a good reason, then yes.
The LBJ Student Center serves an estimated 13,000 to 15,000 students per day, and that is known because of the annual traffic counts. For Bobcat Update, I'm Francis Rendon.
Young conservatives of Texas are celebrating April Fool's Day by letting people pie a liberal in the face. The Young Conservatives chairman, David Serber, was letting people throw whipped cream pies at his face to show the frustration of radical economic liberalism. As students threw pies at him, Serber held up signs that read, "I am distribution of wealth and give me more government." The Young Conservatives will continue doing demonstrations throughout the semester.